Have you ever wondered why people who practice yoga on a regular basis seem so happy and at peace? It could be because couples who do yoga frequently experience a huge boost in the overall quality of their sex lives and energy levels. From increased stamina and flexibility to better self-confidence and heightened body sensitivity, the connection between yoga and long-lasting sex is crystal clear. Yoga can benefit both men and women in the bedroom, so if you and your partner are looking for a way to spice things up between the sheets, it may be time to head to the yoga studio. Though all yoga positions have their benefits, yoga instructors recommend these as the top 10 positions for improved sexual function. 1. Sitting wide-legged straddle pose or Upavastha Konasana. This pose is said to really amp up the blood flow to the groin area and improve the flexibility and motility of your hips as well. How to do this pose? In a sitting position with flexed feet, spread the legs as wide as comfortably possible. Engage the thigh muscles as you press the legs into the floor. You may either sit up straight in this pose, or you can draw your chest downward toward to the floor for a deeper exercise. 2. Legs up the wall pose or Viparita Karani. This pose focuses on overall circulation in the pelvic area. How to do this pose? Lie on your back on the floor with straight legs held in the air, perpendicular to the body. You may also use a wall to support the legs and help to keep them stick straight. 3. Child pose or Balasana. This pose helps to relax both the mind and body, and can effectively clear away the stress of the day to allow you to focus on your partner. How to do this pose? From a kneeling position, sit on your heels and let your back arch gently. You may stretch your arms out in front of you on the floor or bring them to rest with your palms beside your feet. 4. Bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana. The bridge pose targets the muscles at the pelvic floor, which can lead to stronger, more controlled orgasms. How to do this pose? To perform the bridge pose, begin by lying on the floor on your back. Gently, with bent knees, lift your butt until your thighs are parallel to the floor, forming a bridge. Hold this pose for between 30 seconds and a minute. 5. Lotus pose or Padmasana. The lotus pose promotes flexibility of the hip and thigh muscles, which are central to most sexual positions. How to do this pose? Sit cross-legged on the floor and, with your hands, pull each of your feet up to rest on the top of the opposite thigh. You should feel a deep stretching of the thigh muscles for the duration of the pose. 6. Plow pose or Halasana. The plow pose increases blood flow to the brain to enhance alertness and stimulation. It also stretches the back to reduce the risk of injury during sex. How to do this pose? Begin by lying face up on the floor and gently bring your straightened legs up in the air over your body, bringing your toes to rest on the floor behind your head. You can either rest your arms against your back or push them gently into the floor by your side. 7. Eagle pose or Garudasana. The eagle pose is a visually alluring position that enhances circulation in the cervical area, which may make it more pleasurably sensitive during intercourse. How to do this pose? Standing on one leg, twine the other leg around the one that is rooted on the floor. Squeezing your legs gently together will cause a rush of blood to the area when you release the pose. 8. Goddess pose or Utkatta Konasana. Every woman wants to feel like a goddess, and the goddess pose can help with that. As an added bonus, this pose works wonders to alleviate the pain of menstruation. How to do this pose? Standing upright, bend your knees and turn them out, sinking your hips to the level of the knees somewhat like a squat. Imagine a vertical line passing through the center of your body. Your knees and feet should be at a 45-degree angle to it. Now raising your arms to the shoulder level, bend them at the elbows so that the hands point upward, palms facing each other. Do not lean forward, keep the back straight. 9. Downward dog pose or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog is one of the most basic of all yoga poses, and is essential to learn if you plan to do yoga regularly. How to do this pose? Begin on the floor on your hands and knees and push the hips back while straightening your legs. You should end up with your butt in the air, with your body in a bridge-like formation. 10. Lizard pose or Uttanprasthasana. How to do this pose? From a downward dog pose, bring your right foot up to join the outside of the right wrist. Bend the right knee, keeping your thigh parallel to the floor. If possible, lower yourself gently onto your elbows. How does yoga improve sex life? 1. Boosts stamina. It's such a letdown to realize that you need to take a breather during sex because you simply don't have the stamina to continue. Yoga employs techniques for building core stability and muscle control, all while making you breathe hard and build up a sweat. Your increased stamina can only lead to longer-lasting sex between you and your partner, and you'll be thrilled to realize how much longer you can keep up with the rigorous demands of a healthy sex life.